Parker Schnabel has done it again, and this time, he's rewritten gold rush history. In a jaw-dropping season, Parker pulled off the impossible. $110 million in gold from the Yukon in just one season. That's not a typo. That's $110 million. A number so massive, it makes previous records look like small change. Every nugget, every pan, every load of pay dirt contributed to a haul that will go down as the most epic in modern gold mining history. Fans watched in awe as Parker and his crew battled sub-zero temperatures, raging rivers, and treacherous permafrost, turning a frozen wilderness into a gold-producing powerhouse. With massive machinery, expert sluicing strategies, and unrelenting determination, Parker didn't just find gold, he engineered a season-long masterpiece, pushing extraction rates, claim efficiency, and logistics to levels no one thought possible. From hidden riverbed veins to monster nuggets, this season was packed with surprises, rival drama, and record-smashing discoveries. Social media exploded with speculation, and the mining world is buzzing. Has Parker Schnabel cemented his legacy as the greatest gold miner of our time? Stick around and hit that like button and subscribe, because we're breaking down every insane detail of this historic $110 million season. The Yukon never sleeps, and neither does Parker Schnabel. From the very first frame of this season, he's chasing a dream that no miner in history has ever dared: $100 million in gold in a single season. Voiceovers echo through the icy mountains as Parker lays it all out: his obsession, his plan, his vision. The stakes are colossal, and the crew can feel it in every frostbitten breath. Aerial shots sweep across vast, untouched Yukon claims, glacial rivers glinting like liquid silver. Parker's acquisitions span thousands of acres, with hidden pockets of ancient gold buried beneath permafrost and centuries of rock. Satellite imagery hints at veins untouched since the days of the Klondike, and Parker isn't leaving a single opportunity unexplored. The camera pans over him, coordinating via satellite phones, overlaying maps, charts, and old prospector photographs that whisper the secrets of lost veins long forgotten. To tackle this monumental season, Parker doubles down on manpower. New miners, hydraulic engineers, sluice experts, each hand carefully chosen for precision and experience. Machinery lists flash on screen: 20-ton excavators, industrial trommels, dual-stream dredges, and automated gold separators, all ready to move mountains of pay dirt. The crew's energy is palpable. Tension mixes with excitement as old and new members alike prepare for the push of a lifetime. And the world is watching. Social media explodes with speculation. Hashtags like #Parker100M and #YukonGoldRush trend within hours. Mining forums dissect aerial shots, compare historical charts, and debate every claim. Fans aren't just watching. They're living this season in real time, crafting their own theories about whether Parker will pull off the impossible. But nothing can prepare them, or Parker, for the brutal reality of the Yukon. Flash floods surge through icy creeks, snow squalls hammer the landscape, and nights plunge to sub-zero extremes. Meteorologists and engineering overlays appear on screen. Permafrost, 10 to 15 feet deep, glacial till laced with quartz, gold concentrations hitting 0.15 to 0.25 ounces per cubic yard in preliminary testing. Over 200 truckloads of fuel, machinery, and supplies crawl along 40-mile treacherous access roads, while drones hover overhead, giving Parker a tactical edge against the wilderness itself. Then the first nuggets appear. Small-scale sluicing reveals streaks of gold glinting in the cold Yukon sun. Early estimates place their value between $500 to $700 per cubic yard, a tantalizing hint of the fortune lurking beneath the frozen rivers. Helicopter and drone footage captures every glint and glitter, contrasting Parker's massive, well-oiled operation against rival crews struggling with smaller claims and slower progress. The tension is cinematic. Nature, technology, and sheer ambition collide in a visually stunning spectacle. And Parker doesn't stop there. The machinery ramps up. Dual-stream dredges roar. High-capacity trommels spin. Automated separators hum, all designed to process up to 300 cubic yards an hour. But nothing this season comes easy. Hydraulic failures, frozen pumps, and conveyor jams halt progress repeatedly. Crews improvise, fabricating metal fixes on the spot, while Parker orchestrates every movement like a conductor leading a symphony of steel and dirt. Extraction rates climb as sluice rifle patterns are refined and gold recovery mats boost efficiency by 15 to 20%. Every ounce counts, every nugget a testament to Parker's vision and the crew's relentless work ethic. Competitor crews circle the perimeter, watching, measuring, calculating, envious of Parker's scale and audacity. Drone shots capture slow-motion cascades of gold, the shimmering payoff for months of planning and peril, set to a soundtrack that could make even the most seasoned miner's heart race. As Parker pushes the crew deeper into uncharted sections of the Yukon riverbed, the frozen wilderness begins to reveal secrets even he hadn't anticipated. Beneath layers of glacial silt and centuries of frozen debris, massive gold nuggets start to emerge, some exceeding 1 kilogram in weight, an occurrence so rare it has only been documented once in Yukon mining history. The crew moves with precision, carefully excavating each boulder-laden pocket, their breath steaming in the frigid air as the sheer weight of what they are uncovering sinks in. Lab analyses confirm the staggering purity: 92 to 95% gold content, often fused with rare quartz veins in an amalgamation that glimmers like molten sunlight under the pale northern sky. Analysts whisper in awe that these discoveries could be worth millions per cubic yard, a jaw-dropping figure that eclipses anything Parker has mined before. Historical context only adds to the allure. Maps and diaries from the Klondike era, some dating back over a century, are cross-referenced, revealing that these veins may have been untouched by miners of the past, hidden in corners, overlooked by history. Parker walks along the riverbank, comparing the prospector sketches to his own survey maps, a cinematic shot capturing the intersection of past and present. The old journals with their yellowed pages contrasted against the modern, sprawling mining machinery now dominating the landscape. Every nugget pulled from the icy gravels seems to confirm a legend, suggesting that some of the richest Yukon gold ever may have been lying dormant, waiting for this exact season and this exact crew. Extraction becomes a meticulously choreographed operation. Parker divides the crew into high-intensity teams, each assigned specific sluice lines, dredge zones, and conveyor segments. Drone footage captures the choreography from above. Trucks ferrying pay dirt in a constant stream, trommels spinning with mechanical precision, and sluice boxes glittering under the midday sun. Efficiency is everything. Engineers track every cubic yard processed, calculating extraction percentages and adjusting sluice angles to maximize recovery. The pace is relentless, tension woven into every frame as the crew battles the elements and the clock, their movements synchronized like a military unit executing a high-stakes mission in the frozen north. Meanwhile, the pressure from rival crews begins to mount. Competitors trail Parker's progress from the edges of his claims, attempting to replicate his techniques, sometimes crossing legal boundaries, and sometimes merely shadowing his operations. Rumors of sabotage ripple through the camp. Hydraulic lines mysteriously rupture, fuel caches are tampered with, and conveyor jams seem to occur at the most inopportune moments. Parker's leadership is tested like never before. He walks the lines between motivation and discipline, resolving conflicts with calm authority, his voice steady even as crew members clash over methods and exhaustion threatens to fracture morale. Every successful resolution is intercut with sweeping montages of machinery and gold-laden riverbeds, emphasizing the cinematic scope of the operation. From above, the contrast is stark. Drone shots reveal Parker's sprawling network of machines, trucks, and sluices, a mechanical army carved into the frozen wilderness, while smaller rival crews struggle with modest equipment, slower methods, and limited manpower. The visual disparity amplifies the narrative tension, underscoring the monumental scale of Parker's endeavor. Online, fan speculation skyrockets. Mining forums, YouTube comment threads, and social media posts dissect every move. Some theorize that Parker has found the richest single vein in gold rush history. Others debate the sustainability of such a massive operation. The community becomes a meta-narrative of its own, feeding the drama back into the season, ensuring that every ounce of gold recovered is met with a chorus of awe and intrigue. Mid-season arrives with a milestone that cements the season's legend. $50 million in gold has officially been recovered, verified by weigh-ins, detailed nugget counts, and market valuations that stun even the most seasoned analysts. Cinematic montages capture the celebration. Crew members embrace, champagne sprays over frozen machinery, and slow-motion shots of gold glinting in sluice boxes fill the screen with near-mythical imagery. Voiceovers emphasize the historical significance of the haul, framing Parker's achievement in the context of centuries of Yukon mining history. Experts appear on-screen, breaking down recovery rates, environmental challenges, and logistical mastery, projecting that if current conditions persist, Parker could realistically surpass the $100 million mark, a figure previously unimaginable in modern mining operations. Yet the record-setting pace brings its own complications. Transporting such immense quantities of gold requires helicopters, armored carriers, and a carefully coordinated security protocol. Each movement a high-stakes operation where a single mistake could cost millions. Every flight, every truck convoy is a mini-thriller. Tension ratcheted up as the team maneuvers through snow-laden passes and icy riverbanks. Parker's voiceover threads through the sequences, his relentless ambition palpable as he charts the path forward, foreshadowing the potential for an unprecedented $110 million season. Crew members move with purpose, machines hum under strain, and the Yukon itself seems alive with anticipation. A frozen theater where history is being written, one golden nugget at a time. Fans watch, riveted as the season unfolds. Every discovery, every technical innovation, and every moment of triumph is dissected online, feeding speculation, admiration, and suspense. The story accelerates as Parker positions himself at the edge of legend, the massive gold veins unearthed, hinting that even more extraordinary discoveries await in the coming episodes, setting the stage for challenges, rivalries, and cinematic gold strikes that promise to redefine the season entirely. With stakes higher than ever, Parker pushes the crew deeper into the frozen Yukon, where ambition meets danger head-on. Permafrost doesn't forgive mistakes. As the miners press further into the riverbeds, the frozen ground begins to betray them. Cave-ins collapse without warning, riverbanks erode, and machinery teeters on the edge of plunging into icy waters. Detailed drone footage captures the near misses in heart-stopping slow motion. The excavator dangling over a jagged bank, crew members diving back just in time as tons of frozen soil give way. Every misstep is amplified by the extreme environment. Tension crackles through the air, a reminder that fortune favors only the daring and the careful. The crew operates on 24-hour rotations, shoveling, sluicing, and dredging under sub-zero temperatures that turn breath into frost. Fatigue creeps in like an invisible adversary, and interpersonal conflicts flare. Minor disagreements over safety protocols and extraction priorities escalate, forcing Parker to mediate with a combination of authority and empathy. Scenes of tension between exhausted miners are intercut with wide shots of the sprawling operation, highlighting both human fragility and the monumental scope of their mission. Each decision carries weight, because in the Yukon, one miscalculation can derail months of work and jeopardize millions in recovered gold. Equipment strain compounds the danger. Hydraulic pumps freeze mid-operation, conveyor belts seize, and massive dredges grind to a halt, leaving gold-laden pay dirt stranded. The crew improvises in the field, fabricating replacement parts, using portable heaters, and rerouting systems on the fly. The clock is relentless. Every hour of downtime threatens Parker's record-breaking ambitions. Yet, even amid mechanical failures, the glacial landscape reveals its secrets. Shifting ice exposes untouched nuggets, some still embedded in solid quartz veins, creating both opportunity and risk. Extracting these treasures requires precision and ingenuity, and each recovered nugget feels like a victory wrested from nature itself. As the team pushes forward, whispers of Yukon legend infiltrate the narrative. Voiceovers recount stories of gold ghosts, miner spirits that protect hidden veins and punish the greedy, adding a mythic layer to the already high-stakes operation. These tales, speculative yet cinematic, heighten suspense and give each discovery an almost mystical significance. The crew moves as if under the watch of unseen eyes, blending human determination with the eerie presence of history and folklore. Then comes the big strike. In a previously untouched section of the claim, Parker uncovers a seam yielding 0.5 to 1 ounce of gold per cubic yard. A discovery so rich, analysts estimate $20 to $25 million in just this one section. The crew pivots into a high-intensity extraction mode, working non-stop. Shifts are meticulously scheduled, conveyors run like clockwork, sluices are calibrated to perfection, and dredges churn through gravel with relentless force. The operation is orchestrated with military precision, each miner knowing their role in the pursuit of history. The thrill peaks when a 1.2-kilogram gold nugget emerges from the frozen riverbed. Cameras capture the moment from every angle, the nugget gleaming under the northern sun. Social media erupts instantly. Clips of the massive find go viral, fueling debates online about whether Parker has stumbled upon one of the largest nuggets ever recovered in modern gold rush history. Historical comparisons roll across the screen, tying the find to legends of Yukon giants and long-forgotten prospector tales. Rival crews watch from the sidelines, disbelief etched on their faces. Interviews reveal shock and frustration. Some openly question if they will ever catch up. The discovery fuels anticipation for what comes next. Parker teases even larger veins hidden deeper in the frozen expanse, hinting at untapped reserves that could dwarf the season's current total. The narrative tension escalates as viewers sense that the record-setting $110 million goal may not only be within reach, but could be surpassed if the crew continues to navigate nature's obstacles and operational challenges flawlessly. Yet, the intensity comes with internal strains. Exhaustion takes its toll, and disagreements surface over safety measures, extraction methods, and scheduling. Parker intervenes, balancing morale, safety, and productivity with a steady hand, his leadership crucial to keeping the operation on track. Mechanical failures continue to threaten progress. Critical dredges jam, excavators falter, and backup systems must be improvised under immense pressure. Each repair is a race against time, each malfunction a potential catastrophe that could undo weeks of progress. Nature itself remains a constant adversary. Sudden storms sweep across the claim, rivers surge unpredictably, and icy winds challenge both man and machine. Drone footage captures these moments in cinematic detail. Trucks teetering on slick banks, crews bracing against gale-force winds, sluices teeming with water as machinery strains to keep pace. Every extraction becomes a battle against the elements, heightening suspense and underscoring the extreme conditions under which Parker's record pursuit unfolds. Online, speculation explodes. Fans debate whether Parker can realistically reach $110 million this season, dissecting every nugget recovered, every machinery failure, and every strategic decision. The meta-narrative adds a layer of excitement and anticipation, amplifying the drama of each episode. Viewers are captivated not just by the gold itself, but by the orchestration of risk, human endurance, and strategic brilliance. All that anticipation leads to the moment that defines the season. Official weigh-ins confirm what the crew has been chasing for months. Parker Schnabel has surpassed $100 million in recovered gold. Each nugget, each pan, each trauma load is meticulously cataloged and valued, the statistics flashing across the screen. Ounces recovered, nugget sizes, pay dirt processed per cubic yard, and total estimated market value. Analysts confirm the purity, the extraction efficiency, and the unprecedented scale of Parker's operation. The numbers tell a story of historical significance. No miner in modern gold rush history has ever approached this level of wealth in a single season, and the Yukon landscape itself seems to bow to the enormity of the feat. Celebration erupts across the sprawling claim. The crew embraces in exhaustion and exhilaration, champagne spraying over frozen equipment, smiles frozen in wide-eyed amazement as drones capture the scene from above. Slow-motion shots of gold cascading through sluice boxes, glinting in the northern sun, emphasize the cinematic magnitude of the moment. Parker moves among his team, acknowledging each effort, his voice steady and reflective, knowing this milestone is not just about wealth, but about proving what human ambition, skill, and teamwork can achieve under extreme conditions. Mining experts appear on screen, breaking down the operation with precision. They analyze throughput rates, sluice optimization, and dredge performance, pointing out innovations that allowed Parker to reach this historic total. Comparisons are drawn to past Yukon records and international gold operations, highlighting just how monumental this season has been. Viewers gain insight into the sheer logistical complexity, coordinating equipment, crew rotations, and safety protocols across thousands of acres, all while navigating unpredictable Yukon weather, is nothing short of engineering mastery. The logistical challenge of handling $100 million in gold becomes a cinematic thriller in its own right. Helicopters transport bullion, armored trucks ferry nuggets across icy passes, and security measures ensure every ounce is accounted for. Each sequence is filmed with dramatic tension, machines groaning under weight, crews bracing against wind, and cameras capturing every heartbeat of the operation. Parker's strategy extends beyond mining. The protection, transportation, and insurance of such a massive haul elevate the season into a narrative that blends industrial precision with high-stakes adventure. Social media and news outlets erupt with reactions. Memes, GIFs, and instant commentary flood platforms as fans debate the record's significance. Press coverage frames Parker's achievement as a global event, while mining forums dissect every technical detail and speculate about remaining hidden veins. Audience engagement becomes part of the story itself, a real-time narrative echoing the drama unfolding in the frozen wilderness. As the season nears its climax, Parker pushes for the final extraction, determined to surpass all previous Gold Rush totals. The haul grows, and after intense weeks of coordinated mining, the final tally confirms a staggering $110 million in recovered gold. Charts and data visualization break down the achievement. Ounces per cubic yard, nugget sizes, claim efficiency, and profitability metrics that dwarf any prior record. The scale is staggering. Parker's team has redefined what's possible in modern gold mining. Celebrations intensify. Slow-motion sequences show machinery in motion, gold spilling over sluices, trucks hauling pay dirt, and aerial shots reveal the magnitude of the operation against the Yukon's vast frozen wilderness. Crew members embrace, exhausted but euphoric, as Parker surveys the scene. A leader who has turned audacious ambition into historic reality. Rival crews watch on camera, their faces a mix of awe, envy, and disbelief, acknowledging the bar Parker has set, and hinting at strategic moves they might make next season to try and keep pace. Even in triumph, Parker hints at secrets yet to be unearthed. Hidden veins remain untapped, ancient pockets still frozen beneath the glacial landscape, teasing the possibility of further discovery. The narrative foreshadows a continuing legacy, positioning Parker not just as a record holder, but as a legend whose ambition stretches beyond a single season. In reflective moments, Parker shares insights into his strategy, the risks taken, and lessons learned, the voiceover emphasizing the historical significance of this record-breaking season. Analysts compare his haul to historic Yukon and global gold records, overlaying charts, maps, and archival photographs to contextualize the scale. Speculation about remaining hidden deposits adds intrigue, suggesting that future seasons could see even more astonishing discoveries. Fans and media dissect every detail, debating whether Parker's $110 million record is unbreakable. Comment threads, video reactions, and news analyses amplify the drama, ensuring that this season will be remembered not just for its gold, but for the story of human perseverance, strategy, and ambition played out on a monumental stage. Cinematic aerial shots close the sequence, Yukon rivers winding through mountains, machinery dwarfed by the expanse, and crews moving like ants across a frozen kingdom, underscoring the scale of both the environment and Parker's accomplishment. The story of a season, of a record, of a legacy, stretches toward the horizon, an unfinished adventure waiting for the next chapter to begin.